Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Jay, and today I'm gonna be talking about the Pragmata shelter. This is basically like the home base inside Pragmata, where you can upgrade your weapons, heal, do fast travel, and unlock other story content. Let's get into it because there's a lot to unpack here. First off, let's talk about the firmware updater. Basically, this is where you update Hugh's suit, his weapons, and hacking abilities for Diana. It also increases like weapon damage output, Diana's hacking abilities so that the weapon's armor can be open a lot longer when you're out in the field. I will say this is probably the most important station that you should upgrade or update first while you're playing the game. I strongly suggest this is like an early game update that you should definitely focus on, especially if you want to be stronger than majority of the enemies in the game. So next up we have the unit printer, and after reading all this, the unit printer basically uses those lunar filament currencies, and it lets you permanently unlock weapons once you discover them, and then you can swap out loadouts whenever you return to the shelter. And I'll say this is probably one of the places that you would go to like strategize when you're getting ready for the next boss fight. I encourage you to experiment with this and also experiment with different builds and loadouts while you're out on your quest throughout Pragmata. So now it looks like there's some type of fast travel or tram system in the game where you can fast travel to different places throughout Pragmata. This tram looks like it unlocks like entrances across the cradle and also acts as like a checkpoint throughout the game for like healing stations and stuff. If you played the demo, I'm pretty sure you unlocked one of these, but you didn't have access to actually go inside of one of these tram systems to access the cradle or the shelter area. Just this alone lets me know that there's probably a lot more layers when it comes to exploration in Pragmata. So it's not just a one and done location where you're just running through one building or one hallway or one area. There's a lot of land to cover in this game. All right, so here we have like an assistant inside the shelter called the cabin, and just off of reading this, it looks like there's like some type of bingo system or challenge system where you have to collect these little stamps throughout the maps, or you collect these cabin coins throughout the map, and then you're able to come back and stamp these and redeem them for rewards like weapons, hacking nodes, and probably outfits and suits for Hugh here. All right, so this STEM pod is probably one of the best places to level up your skills throughout the game. This is where you challenge yourself on different levels. It seems like there's like a challenge system level, like levels 1 through 5 or something like that. But then when you complete these challenges, you receive these cabin coins, and I believe this is where you use your stamps from those cabin coins to progress throughout the game and unlock rare weapons and materials. And basically this encourages you to master those skills throughout the game while you're playing it, which is pretty cool. I can't wait to play this. I say all that to say that I believe this is more so like the training station or the training simulator. And then you have the data library and then the bot database. This is where you unlock secret data files throughout the Stamp Club rewards, and then you can expand like the hidden story of the creator and additional background and lore of characters inside the game. Now when it comes to the bot database, this is basically just learning information about the enemies that you come across throughout Pragmata, where you can unlock enemy information, just learn about their strengths and weaknesses, and also help you improve combat and strategize throughout the game. I will say this just encourages smarter gameplay while you're out on the field, and you're able to defeat those enemies a lot easier and a lot faster to help you progress throughout the maps and missions. Now this is probably the main part that I'm looking forward to, is the outfit storage. This is where you can change out different suits and outfits for Hugh and Diana, which is pretty cool. You can change out the space suits, you can change out little Diana's little space outfit there, and it's just purely cosmetic, and it just adds a little personalized touch while you're playing the game. I can't wait to do this. And then you have your mini cabin collections or collectibles. This is where you explore throughout the maps, and you're able to bring back different collectibles that you find, and just gives it a little personal touch where the game encourages you to do some deep exploration throughout the games. I can't wait to see how many of these collectibles I can actually collect. I'm not really big on exploring, like deep exploring inside of a game, but I'm gonna see how far I can get with this. It looks like it's probably like 10 of those, or probably more than that if you just count the little spots there. Probably collect more than that, I don't know. And then this last part is about just building the relationship between Hugh and Diana. I think it's called like the REM memory system or something like that. And throughout the maps or throughout the game, you can add in different little toys and stuff that little Diana can interact with and help expand her room so she can learn more and be more human-like, I guess. But all in all, this just builds more of an emotional connection between Hugh and Diana as you play further along in the game. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna wrap this up. And the shelter is one of the most important parts of Pragmata, where you're able to upgrade and where you're upgrading weapons, bringing back things that you found while you're exploring the maps, and just adds an additional level to the storytelling and progression and character development of the game. I will say it's like a cool little hub area for the characters to chill in. I can't wait to get started with Pragmata. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to give this video a like and also subscribe. And if you want to join me on stream, I'll be streaming this live on release day up until completion of the game. So I'll see you there, and I appreciate you watching. Peace.